Jennifer Lopez is sharing that her teenagers aren't afraid to get loud. Jennifer is shedding light on what it's like raising her 15-year-old twins, Max and Emme, especially now that they have curious minds of their own. J-Lo tells Vogue Mexico in an interview published on June 22nd, translated from Spanish to English, quote, "You will always adore your children. There is an acceptance they have of you. And then as they get older, they start to wonder, why are we doing this? Why is my mom doing that? Do I have to do it too?" As she puts it, quote, "That's where they start to challenge you." However, Jennifer, who shares her twins with ex-husband Mark Anthony, understands that everyone goes through this phase, adding, quote, "You probably remember when you were a teenager and you gave your mom a hard time, and I don't think it's because they're not good kids. Rather, they just want to know, to learn, they want answers." Just last month, J-Lo opened up on the Today Show about how Max and Emme's teenage years are much different than her own.
They're becoming adults.
Yes.
They are challenging everything in life. They're looking at everything. And these kids have so much information.
Yes.
So much more than we had. So they're thinking and talking about things and about life in a different way than I did when I was 15 or 16 years old.
I feel like we followed the rules. If someone told us we
and they don't. They're like challenging everything and looking at everything, which is great, I think, for our world. I think they're going to change the world, to be quite honest.
You feel that?
Oh, and make it so much better.
And for how Max and Emme feel about their stepdad, Ben Affleck, J-Lo says this.
There's a certain way they look at Ben.
Yeah, they love Ben.
And there's such a connection.
Yeah.
And sometimes
he's a wonderful, wonderful father and a father figure to them as well.
Yeah.
You know, because he has his own 3 beautiful children, and then there's us, and he's fantastic. He really steps up to the challenge of what that is and what that means, and they love him. They love him, and they appreciate him, and so do I.
Last month, Jennifer also spoke about how growing up in the public eye hasn't been easy for Max and Emme, telling Odyssey, quote, "I think being the child of famous parents is not something many people can understand, and I feel for my kids for that, because they didn't choose that." She continues, quote, "They have just started letting me know how people treat them, so when they walk into the room, that's what people are thinking about. They're not seeing them for who they are."